Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Too Real Sports, where we keep it way too real.
Unapologetic, unbiased, uncensored, all the way up in here.
Yes, and now we at episode 23, man, and you know, there's only really 123.
Yeah, you already know, man.
We'll shout out to the second one, man. I don't want to be too hard on him.
Yeah, he's an all-time great in himself, so...
You know, you just hear the number 23, though.
Yeah, straight up.
It just, only one thing comes to mind. I don't got no Jordans on. I was seeing if I had Jordan. Matter of fact, real quick, speaking of Jordans, one sports thing, I know I'm going left field real quick, but one sports thing I admire about you, right, if I've never told you this before, is that you don't wear Jordans. Now, can you explain why you don't wear Jordans? I have a point after that.
I don't wear Jordans. Like, I keep it a buck, man. I'm a New York Knicks fan. I grew up a Knicks fan in early 90s during Jordan's reign. Mm-hmm. Self-explanatory after that, but I'm a real diehard Knicks fan to the core, and I don't like Michael Jordan. I can't front. However, I own about 3 pairs now.
Oh,
courtesy to my lady, though.
Okay,
courtesy, I didn't sit there and purchase myself, you know what I'm saying? I do them, but like, nah, I've never purchased a pair of Michael Jordans in my life.
Nah, I respect that because I believe if a person is a true Knicks fan, I'm not a Knicks fan, but if a person was a true Knicks fan, that's how it should be, because Michael Jordan, tormented the Knicks for so long.
And it's crazy because people think I'm a diehard Jordan fan when I be like trying to, like when they do the Jordan and LeBron and all that. Like, nah, you don't really know. I don't like Jordan. Yeah. I despise Michael Jordan. You know? It's like I just keep it a buck though. That's all that's about, man.
So all right, let's get back on course. Yeah, so we're gonna get into the NBA free agency. I'm very excited to talk about that. Yeah, I'm very excited. Man. NBA free agency, NFL training camp is started.
Turmoil!
Oh, man.
The ghost of Dez Bryant, baby.
Yeah, we gonna definitely talk about Dez, Cowboy, Jerry a little bit. I want to talk about Saquon a little bit too.
Yo, Saquon from the Bronx, man. Nah, you just said it, man. We just talking about Lil TJ just a minute ago. Now Saquon from the Bronx, man.
Don't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that to me, man. I like to root for all New York players and things like that. But once you put on that Giants uniform, come on now. But we're going to get more into depth in that. So, yeah, NBA free agency. I guess let's talk about number 23, LeBron. We'll start out with number 23. What's your take on it?
I don't understand the move. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't understand the basketball. I understand the move because post his career, post NBA career, because, he's going to try to be doing all other stuff like what's in, like, I think, film and cinema. Mm-hmm. He got the new show. I'm not sure if it's his show, but he's on the show that's coming out on HBO with the barbershop.
Okay, yeah.
Snoop and all them
I'm pretty sure he probably got something.
You already know it's gonna be his name and executive producer. So I think that's a good move for Hollywood. His family. So what's California not a good place to raise your family? And on top of that, but basketball wise, I don't understand the move. Like at this point, you're gonna be 34. Like by the time this year's over, and LeBron, for the time, I understand he's still looking like he was in Miami in his like 3rd year and 4th, 5th year in the NBA, but for the time he's undefeated, y'all. Like let's not get it twisted. It is so. It's already showing defensive end. It's only a little bit now how it's gonna keep on showing his way around the rest of his game. So. In basketball wise, the Lakers not ready for no chip. They didn't even make the playoffs last year. They a young team that's still on the rise. They still baking in the oven. They still cooking. So I don't understand the move basketball wise unless like I guess the next after this year they got a lot of players of free agency, but I guess KD and Klay Thompson and a whole bunch of other people that's gonna be free agents during that year. But basketball wise, I don't understand the decision. Kawhi too. Basketball wise, I don't understand the decision at all because it's not happening.
Alright, so you know why I fully understand the decision basketball wise is because me, Bron, Magic, it's high basketball IQ minds, you know what I'm saying? It's like I've been pumping that young Lakers team since last year, the beginning of the season, that those kids are really, really good. And starting with Lonzo Ball. LeBron James knows basketball very well at a very high IQ. I think he's the highest IQ I've ever seen in a basketball player. He knows Zoe is a high IQ, very all-around, going to be great player. And imagine him, like he said, kind of wanting to, we think like from being told that he says he wants to play off the ball more, who would be the best player to play that with as a point guard wise? Everybody thinks he wants to team up with a Chris Paul or a big name. Like, no. Because with Zoe, which I love about him and his basketball IQ, it's like hot potato. Nothing stays in his hand. Real quick, we going. So imagine them on a break. Now, B.I., who last year was supposed to be my most improved player, he, I don't want to say disappointed me, but he's still very, very young with a high ceiling. Very high ceiling.
He had a good year last year. He had a good year last year.
Well, remember, I thought he was going to be most improved. I put a big, because I have big stock in him, so I thought he was going to, like, set himself as a future NBA star this year.
Well, see, to me, because this first year, I didn't like him. I was like, oh, he a bust. I don't know what all the hype is about, because I didn't really like him in Duke that much, and then he came out, I was like, come on now. And then after this year, I was like, okay, all right, let me fall back. This kid is, he's good. He's young still, and let me fall back, but...
To me, he doesn't know how good he is yet. Like, and another player on the team, Kuz, who we've seen what he can do. And funny enough, I think Kuz is actually at his ceiling, but Kuz mentally, so I think if once B.I. gets that, I think Brandon Ingram doesn't know how good he is yet. And once he realizes his height, he doesn't know how to use his size yet. He still like goes to the hole and kind of double clutches like he's not 7 foot.
He don't got his man body yet neither.
Yeah, so I think with LeBron getting there, I think that is a team that will win extremely fast because I have high expectation and potential for those kids over there. And then with all the new additions that, whenever LeBron's going to go somewhere, people going to come with him. So with those new additions, I can see them going to the Western Conference Finals ASAP,
I see them improving major this year. Like, let's not get it twisted. Like, I do a lot of shit on LeBron, but let's not get it twisted. He's an all-time great player. He's in my top 10 all time. His addition to the team, they didn't make the playoffs last year. I see the Lakers being in like between the 4th and 3rd team. Like, I don't like everybody. I see a lot of analysts out there talking about they're gonna be 7th and 8th, and not at all. With the addition of LeBron James to that team, they'll be hands down the top 5 team in the West. Mm-hmm. But the only thing I'm a little concerned about, because you know how LeBron, like when he gets to teams, certain players turn to just spot up shooters. Mm-hmm. I don't want his presence there to hinder the development and the growth of the Lakers, because at the end of the year, the Lakers is on. That's not happening with Zoe. So hopefully he'll be playing more off the ball more, and then Zoe, I'm high on Zoe too, even like whether you believe it or not. I'm just his pops. Anyway, but I'm high on Zoe too, so like hopefully he'll still be the reign. He'll have the ball in his hand majority of the time running the show, and LeBron play off the ball, and I do see it working out, but I just don't want him to hinder or stop the progress of that team, because at the end of that year last year, the Lakers is a good basketball team.
The crazy thing about those players, and if you look at realistically championship teams, people don't win championships till late 20s, early 30s, realistically.
Yeah.
So if you look at that team, LeBron has a 4-year deal. Let's say he plays out all 4 years. Those kids are going to be like 25 years old. That's scary.
Yeah, that's
so, you know what I'm saying? They have a chance to learn under that and say it. I don't want to say stunts their growth, but Brandon Ingram doesn't become an all-star, superstar out the gate like I thought he would in 2-3 years. By the time LeBron gets there, he's still gonna be 25 years old, which is scary. So I think I have high hopes. I don't see another place. I think that's the best fit actually for LeBron. Because all those other teams are just kind of names to me. Now Michael Beasley being added. I like all the additions. I don't know if it's getting too much. That's the only thing I worry about. And Luke Walton. I was very low on Luke Walton last year. Even before Luke Walton being considered a head coach, I didn't think he earned that. You know what I'm saying? He was coaching the Warriors when Steve Kerr was out medically, and that's not a hard team to coach.
Yeah.
So I didn't think he earned a head coaching job yet. So that's still. And last year I didn't like a lot of his rotations. Wasn't a lot of consistency. So that's just the only thing I worry about. And if anything, LeBron's just gonna coach that.
I'm about to say, well, whatever progress Luke Walton made as a coach last year, he's just on pause now because LeBron's dead, so he's gonna take over. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm pretty sure Magic's like, yeah, do what you gotta do, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, LeBron, you just. Whatever you do what you do. But LeBron's taking over, and then Lance is on the team now too. So it's crazy. Now I gotta kind of like the team on the low because Lance is there now too. So
what up, Brooklyn? Yeah.
But it's gonna be a good that him and Rondo there. Come on, man. That's gonna be major for the playoffs, like for the mental part aspect of the game. Like
And I love Rondo for Zoe.
Oh,
I think he's only gonna make him better.
Most definitely, man.
He's only gonna make him better. And if Zoe is the player I think he is, then he has to earn that starting spot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't worry about that. And I think he's just only gonna make him better. Rondo, you know, like we've said here before, is one of the smartest just people in basketball. So
yeah, Lakers gonna be surprisingly good next year. Watch, Lakers gonna be one of the best teams in the West next year, man.
with still some money, if you want to do, you know, something again next year. So yeah, they're in a great situation.
Most definitely.
Warriors, DeMarcus Cousins, man. Sheesh, man.
That was great. That was so crazy. Like I could not. Like I was mad. At first I was pissed off. Like I was like, come on. And now this is a joke. This is what I used to do in when whatever game came out with you could do your own team and do the season and all that. I used to trade. I had Jason Kidd and my Ray Allen, all my star lineup. I used to trade people all crazy. This would have felt like I was like, come on, now the NBA is beginning to joke. It's straight AAU now. This is straight AAU, but like after come to find out, like nobody was really offering
No, that's fake.
and all that.
I don't believe none of that. You think a team in the NBA won't give DeMarcus Cousins $5 million? They'll give DeMarcus Cousins $5 million up front in cash money.
You instantly just changed my mind. The way how they just throwing around money in the NBA nowadays.
Come on, DeMarcus Cousins.
Absolutely right, man.
DeMarcus Cousins could, God forbid, have tore his ACL right now again, tore it. Somebody's gonna give him $5 million.
And then they say he called them, right?
Yeah, like I'm not believing that nobody wanted him. He tried
quiet.
to, you know, that's just probably his way of trying to justify.
That this smart, because this was gonna happen. Because he's gonna take a sweet ass time coming back. He'll fuck around, come back around. Hopefully he don't rush himself and try to like put too much pressure on himself. Mm-hmm. He'll come back after All-Star break. Mm-hmm. He'll come back and ingratiate himself in the second unit. He'll be the main focus of the offense, of course. They'll still be playing. Then he'll eventually teeter over to the start. Now I don't think he'll start, but he'll be playing minutes with them. But he's not gonna be sitting there trying to be. I think he'll play his role. He's gonna do what he got to do.
Start. He got to start.
Well,
DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah. But I think he's gonna play his role. I don't think he's gonna be sitting here doing all that boogie, all that crazy teammate, quote unquote, bad locker room. He's gonna play his role, do what he got to do.
What's there to be mad at when you're gonna be up 30 points?
He knows. He knows he's gonna be the fourth option on the offense when he's in there. So he gonna do what he got to do. Get himself a ring and go get paid next year for help from another team.
Now with Boogie, I mean I'ma just keep it all the way too real. I've lost all respect for him. Boogie was a player I was really high on. I wasn't down on him about some of the way they try to portray him as like a disgruntled player, anything like that. I don't like I remember Cam Newton said one time, I'm not supposed to be a sore loser. I mean I'm supposed to be a sore loser. You know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing and misquoting them, but I really believe that. If a person's losing, then I can understand being disgruntled. But Boogie can't justify $5 million. A ring to me don't cost $15 million. Boogie could have easily got $20 million from a team.
I don't think he got $20 million.
$20 million. That's Boogie Cousins.
For 20, 30 games?
This is Boogie Cousins. He's the best center in the NBA.
Not for 20, 30 games.
I mean, a team the Atlanta Hawks just paid for Melo to cut him.
Yeah, I understand, but that's a totally different circumstance.
But I'm saying there's teams that, whatever with the money that just because, they have to pay a certain amount a year, whatever the cap is, they have to pay. They have to have that cross that minimum. So somebody would have paid Boogie Cousins $20 million.
I don't see nobody paying
easily.
Not for doing 20 games.
Easily.
No.
I think easily somebody would have gave Boogie $20 million. He would have definitely got. I think easily 20, but I'll meet you at 15. I'll meet you at. This is Boogie Cousins, the best, a top 10, top 15 player in the NBA. The best center in the NBA. So somebody's paying that. But like I said, I think 20. But either way, whatever. To take a $10 million, $15, $20 million cut for a ring, to me, it's not that worth it.
I ain't mad at him. I think this is his best route to come back and take his sweet ass time with no pressure and just really get in shape and smoothly come into the office.
What's up with competition though? What happened to that? It's just.
I'm saying though,
it's not a rehab.
What's the point? Is coming back to a team that's not gonna be a good team or whatever middle of the road team and try to I don't see no point in doing it.
So what if
progress gonna be made.
I mean Boogie's not Jordan, but what if Boogie when Jordan broke his foot, he's gonna go I'm gonna play with the Pistons just because I want to rehabilitate slowly.
Different.
Like, you can't, just because you want to rehabilitate slowly don't mean you go to the best team in the NBA by far.
He's a free agent. Yeah, I think this, like, it makes sense to sit there and do something like this.
No,
why not? Why not?
To go to where everybody should.
It's not like he's gonna resign. Now, if he resign there, boom, I'm with.
Well, that's the only.
He's out of there. He's not.
Now, to me, he better stay there. The only thing I think is, in the long run, the Warriors know they're not going. This is the last year with Draymond Green. Maybe last year with Clay, but definitely with Draymond, because like he already said, he wants the max, and he's not worth the max.
Hell no.
So the only thing I can think is he knows at least next year he can get the max from the Warriors because they'll have that money because they're probably not going to play Draymond Green. So that's the only thing. If he stays there for 1 year and gets $5 million and then goes somewhere else, he's a real bozo to me. That's crazy.
He's gonna go get paid.
That you should have got paid then. Now get paid if you're gonna get paid.
Nah, he gonna sign a long, like a contract, like years, multiple years. Not no just 1 year, 15 ring. Like nobody's gonna sign a multiple year contract coming off Achilles rupture. So he had to go take this 1 year route.
If you Boogie Cousins, they paying that. It's Boogie. What did Kobe get after the year he ruptured his Achilles? Shoot, he still got his 20-something million or whatever million he was getting at the time.
He wasn't already signed?
Nah, he probably was already signed. But I'm saying, they probably could have cut him or had all kind of options and stuff like that.
Kobe, Boogie,
he could get more than $5 million, man, from anybody. I don't care what injury he was having. This is Boogie Cousins. To go there, that's crazy. But matter of fact, speaking of the Warriors, keep it on this because it's the same thing. I'm just KD, CJ McCullough, you know what I'm saying? We don't got to explain the back and forth. I'm pretty sure everybody saw it. But my biggest thing is KD and the rest of the Warriors got to realize this is the narrative. This is the narrative they've created. They can't be mad. Everyone's going to feel like their rings don't count. Forever.
I mean, they count. And now, but like, they count. They count. If LeBron's rings count, they rings count.
Yo, only reason I'm going to give LeBron credit definitely way over them is when LeBron joined the Heat, there wasn't a great team.
He joined them with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade.
No, I'm saying they came, but I'm saying the year before that, they wasn't a great team. So he created that team. Not in the most moral sports way, I will say, but he created that team. Now, for KD to join us, like we know a 73-win team and yada yada, and now DeMarcus to join a 2-time winning team, the narrative will always be your rings don't count. Period. So they just got to get used to that.
Dumb rings count, but the narrative is gonna be how it came about. We all going to
think about it like this, bro. My fault to cut you off. The Rockets, right? They won on a lockout season, right?
Nah, that was
that was the Spurs. I'm sorry, the Spurs won on a lockout season.
That counts.
Nobody's ever mentioned that in any negative light. No, nobody's ever said like, well, that Spurs, they won a lockout, so they don't include that in some of their dynasty years or anything like that or their reign. But for Warriors, there's always a but. If you ever have a sports conversation with anybody with the Warriors, nobody's just not gonna just let it be positive. There's always going to be like, oh, man, but man, they cheated or this or that. So forever, that will always be their narrative. If you in any sports circle, any sports cipher, and people are talking about the Warriors, there's going to be at least one person that has a negative view on it.
Of course.
I'm just saying, for KD, you got to realize that's what it is for you. Your rings don't count.
And that same team was about to lose to the Rockets if Chris Paul ass didn't get hurt. So... And they still beat a LeBron James team. They still beat LeBron in the finals.
Can't say that. I think the Warriors would have still won. That's like saying
I don't know.
That's like saying the Supersonics would have won if Gary Payton didn't get hurt against Jordan. Remember when he fake locked up Jordan? I think game 1 and then he got hurt. That was the narrative though. That if GP stayed healthy, but I don't believe it. Jordan was just gonna be Jordan. And the Warriors was just gonna be the Warriors. They was gonna beat them.
But that move is what it is. Like, we all know what it is. Like it is a bitch move, and like we all know what it is. So a bitch move, and then we all know how his responses and his reaction to it makes me even know how much of a bitch ass he is.
Nah, KD's a hurt individual.
Like he's a wounded Bambi Badir. Like I don't understand what his problem is. Like come on.
He's a person.
So sensitive, yo.
He's a person I think who made a decision and you can't live with it.
And it's whack because he's dead nice. It's not like he's gonna sit here and be like some come on, man. You just so.
If he could do it all over again, he'll still be in OKC. He would have stayed. He can't live with it.
I honestly don't even like talking about KD no more. Like he's such a bitch. Like he's such a wounded baby. Like he's wounded baby. Like I don't want to talk like whatever, man.
No, speaking of wounded babies, and you know,
I can't. Another one. I can't front. I was so high on Kawhi, yo. Kawhi was my man, yo. I was pumping Kawhi a long time.
The wounded baby I was gonna say was DeMar, but keep going.
Oh,
yeah.
But Kawhi, like I was pumping Kawhi so much, y'all. I was telling people a long time ago he's better than Paul George. I still think he is, but like I don't like how all this played out. It was whack. It was real. It was like, but I understand I understand him getting the second opinion, but how he's dragging out and don't want to come back and having like come on, man. Like I don't understand.
I just hope his uncle know what he doing.
Yeah, that's a fact, because that definitely who's pulling the strings back there. So like I hope that definitely work out. But I see Kawhi, even though I do have him up there as a top tier player, he's a product of that pop system. Like I don't think he could have went anywhere else in the NBA like that and had a success just like that. Like the way he's risen to the top like that is the big influence and the big help through pop and his system and helping develop in the NBA. Mm-hmm. He's a top tier player now, and I don't think with the fight, he's going over Toronto with the firing Dwayne Casey. Like Toronto still they still a good solid team around, but like it's not now. It's twice all eyes on you. The show's on you. You the man of the team. Brand new coach. I think he's gonna succumb to that pressure, and his productivity is gonna decrease. He's still gonna be an all-star, of course, but I don't think he'll still be like an all NBA first team caliber player as he was when he was with the Spurs. And DeMar DeRozan, I think is going to be the total opposite. I think he'll be an all NBA second team player. His productivity is going to increase. I'm telling you, during that pop system, he got pop now. He's wounded. He's angry. He's upset. He got something to prove now. He's with pop. I think he got that. You know what I'm saying? He got his big brother now. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to be on LeBron James' team so bad. He got somebody like that in his corner. I think
look what he wanted to be his best year. He tried to run from LeBron, and look what happened. He ran right into LeBron.
His ass.
DeMar DeRozan and the Spurs. Remember, I said this. This is a 1-year deal. This is 1 year.
How many years you got left?
I think he only got 1 year left, and probably it's not gonna work because he's showing how mentally weak he is.
Nah, he has the right to be upset. He has the absolute right to be upset.
The right to be upset.
Hell yeah.
You make $26 million. You don't have the right.
Nah,
to
be upset. What he did for Toronto, he signed.
What did he do for Toronto?
Come on, Toronto. That's his team. Whatever. Like it's a good all around team, but that's his team. He's made that team.
So
nobody coming to Toronto. After Kawhi leave, they going right back to the doldrums, yo. They're gonna be.
Vince Carter was in Toronto, no?
And he got the fuck right up out of there.
I mean, he had a great career there, though.
Yeah, and then but he signed the extension. Like nah. He left. Nobody was coming to Toronto.
So you telling me if you have the chance to trade Kawhi Leonard for DeMar DeRozan, you're gonna keep DeMar DeRozan?
No, I would because Kawhi's gonna be gone. I'm not gonna get rid of DeMar 26 points.
All right, so this is
Kawhi was gonna be there for 1 year.
So all right, this is how I viewed the trade, right? For me, Toronto wanted to get rid of DeMar DeRozan.
If that's what they wanted to do, then do what you got to do.
But you have to get rid of DeMar DeRozan because as your star player, he's done nothing but fail. He's underachieved every single solitary year in the playoffs.
Who has he lost to? Every single year in the playoffs.
I don't care who you lose to.
It's not like he sit there and be an all-time great player. It's DeMar DeRozan.
All right, so you get the number 1 seed and you get swept. That's okay?
No, not at all.
So I don't need you. If I know at our very best we still got swept, then you can't be my best player.
Well, get ready to build.
So we gotta.
Nobody's coming.
If we have to do that, then that's what we have to do.
All over
but the reason why that's okay because we know we're not gonna win with DeMar. We know that. We found this out.
All right.
Time.
Are you still gonna be there? Who the GM? Who made that move? Are you still gonna be there and be there through all the bad years? And when they get back to being on top, you're gonna be gone.
If I know I'm not gonna win, why would I pay you $26 million and make you my franchise player? If we got swept, and not only did you not win this year, but you've not won consistently for like 5 straight years.
Well, they're gonna be horrible in Toronto. If you good, the whole city's coming out. The whole country's coming out. Canada's coming out for Toronto. If you're good, so now they're gonna be terrible, and then it's gonna be like
with Kawhi there?
Run in the corner. No, this is 1 year.
We'll see how it goes.
1 year.
Now with Kawhi's unproven. I'm not gonna say what he is, and I'm not gonna say what he's not. He's just very unproven. I hope his uncle knows what he's doing. I think as far as getting a contract, he knows what he's doing. But to me, that's not the bigger picture, especially if you're the guy who you say you are. You should be able to still produce and then get that contract. I think for the Spurs, like I said, with DeRozan, I don't get it. I don't get it. He's so wounded, and I think he's already shown signs that I don't think he'll never recover career-wise. He'll never, because it's
Yeah, he's mentally fragile. Like
and you know how we are about the whole mental game, the mental aspect of the game.
That's a fact.
So little things like this just show me there's a way you can be mad, and the way he's mad is, I don't get it. Kyle Lowry's next. The Rockets are trying to figure out a plan, how we going to get rid of Kyle Lowry, too, because they know with that regime what it was. So, and another thing I just don't get about DeMar DeRozan is, Kawhi Leonard's better than you. You got to understand
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
You got to, so I don't care what they told you.
Because because he knows he got 1 year. Like Kawhi, we all know Kawhi was trying to get to LA. It's no secret. So they're gonna do this to me after 1 year, and I show loyalty to the year. I signed the extension. Major things happened under me that never happened in your whole franchise history. You're gonna do this to me? So he feels like they didn't show loyalty. I understand it.
But it's not. But when I pay you $26 million, I'm not loyal to you. That's what I never get about players and loyalty. Loyalty is like friendship, and we don't have nothing or anything to gain. We're just friends. In professional sports, we have something to gain. There's something we're shooting for. I'm paying you $26 million. I'm not loyal to you. We're loyal to winning.
Oh, nah, don't get it twisted. I think I understand why he's upset and feels that way, but nigga, fan, pull your pants up. Stop, come on,
I just
keep
never get
pushing
when
and come on, stop bitching. I agree with you.
I never get when players talk about loyalty and the team not being loyal and I did this for the team. No, you got paid to do that. So, what's crazy about athletes too, my fault to make this one quick point last is, right, let's say if our jobs find someone better than us, right? We're fired. We don't get to go to another office and get the same contract.
And they're gonna trade us for a different workout. We still got our job.
Fired.
And on top of that, you got traded to the Spurs, fam. It's not like you about to win, you're not about to win 50 games and have mad tutelage under Pop. Pop got you, B. That's what I think. Pop gonna have his mental for real quick. He gonna be alright. He's gonna be funny, and he's hurt. He a wounded baby. He's upset. So I think he's gonna come out and have a nice little year this year. At least just for this year.
I think
I don't know what's gonna happen, but
this is the end of the Spurs. I'm ready to say that on wax. This is the end of the Spurs. Pop is out of here very soon. He should have anything basketball wise, but just remember he used to talk when Tim is out, I'm out. Yeah. So he's almost there. So that means he should have been out.
I agree with you, but as long as he's still on that sideline, they still got a chance.
It's the beginning of the end. I just think DeMar DeRozan is going to be a part of that because he's not that guy, and he's in the Wild Wild West now. He's not built for that. Now NFL. Talk some of that real quick.
Turmoil in the town, baby. What the hell is
man.
going on out in Dallas? Why are they talking about Dez Bryant in the training camp? Dez Bryant is no longer a part of the Dallas Cowboys organization. He is no longer on that field. He's no longer out there. Why are they talking about Dez for, yo?
Now,
what's going on? The focus is off.
Again, you've probably seen the quotes. We ain't got to reiterate it. Or Google works great. But Dez Bryant, made some quotes, and I agree with the quotes. Sean Lee also has responded back. He called Sean Lee Snake Lee.
The snake.
I
knew it the whole time.
I agree with Dez quotes, and I agree with Sean Lee's quotes. And funny enough, I'm gonna also talk a little bit how I think racial factor just plays in that, and just difference in of culture. Right, so Dez said, he was really Stephen Jones started it with a quote saying about Dez being in Dak's ear, and how that Dez not being in Dak's ear this year will help Dak out, and there's some truth to that. And Dez said the play calling, which I've said on this show since episode 1. The play calling with the Dallas Cowboys to me has been very vanilla. I don't know who to blame for that, Jason Garrett or Scott Linehan.
That's who you blame.
I'm going with Jason Garrett. I'm not a big Jason Garrett fan. In my heart of hearts, I don't think he's a Super Bowl coach. I pray he proves me wrong.
He won't.
Yeah. But Dez said that, and then Sean Lee responded by saying, yes, me and Dez used to bump heads. I wanted him to be more accountable as a player, but obviously I can't get someone cut off a team. Now, where I say I believe somewhat of a racial aspect plays in this with sometimes in sports is, you know, black people from where we come from, we're very big in no snitching, right? Mm-hmm. No snitching. So we come, we do our job. We don't say anything about the next man. I don't care what you do. I'm just here for my job and do what I do, mind my business, and that's it. I think part of some of that comes from, because when we grow up, we come from fighting. So if you don't mind your business or you do something to get me in trouble, we gonna fight. I'm gonna whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? So white people is very different at a job element where they really don't have no problem with
telling.
Yeah, telling. You know what I'm saying? But for them, I don't know what to call it. It's just, you know, I guess just how they move, how they coach it. So I could definitely see a Sean Lee saying certain things the coach is, you know, thinking he's making Dez accountable, which he kind of is as a captain. And with Dez, kind of could look at it like, yo, you snitching, yo, like, nah, you know what I'm saying? So I do get both sides. My biggest fear with the Cowboys, real quick, and I'm not going to get too in-depth with it, is Jerry Jones and his brass thing about the anthem. You know, now you can just make that a Cowboy rule. You don't have to make that public. If I just be fair, Jerry did also say, you know, criticize Trump in that same press conference about how Trump, you know, keeps using this and spinning this and throwing gasoline on the fire and yada, yada, yada. But Jerry, you come on, you don't got to always flex your muscle. Jerry, you don't always got to be the headline. And to me, that's what's really detrimental to the team.
I agree with you 100%. I've been telling you for a long time.
I'm getting there, man. I don't want to say it. I'm getting there with Jerry.
New York Knicks still has the worst owner in sports. Right after in second place is the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones.
Trying to be loyal to my man.
At this point,
Jerry,
I think he's getting senile. At this point, he's still sitting there trying to run the team. He's coaching like he got a little puppet, Jason Garrett, and then that's not helping the team, man. It's not helping the team at all. You still try to run the show. You getting up and you getting along with the tooth, Jerry. You might want to like pass the reins and then like I understand still have your presence, still be there, but like fam, you getting a little long in the tooth now, Jerry. How is Jerry Jones? Mid 80s, late 80s, or something like that. I might be adding some years on him, but like,
Jerry up there definitely.
And then I believe everything about. And then on top of that, let me go back to Jerry. And then that wasn't actual. Nobody like you come out of nowhere with that statement. And then now again with this at the beginning of the training camp, so nobody.
And no, not to cut you off, but nobody asked you about it. And then second, there's a meeting the next day because there's no rule.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. now that rule got the like.
Because there's no official rule. So for you to say there's a rule the day before, there's a meeting about it.
So now nobody's sitting there talking about the upcoming season and all that. Everybody's sitting there talking about this anthem crap again. Let me not just say crap because I understand. But now everybody's talking about the anthem.
The subject is crap.
What?
The subject, it's crap. You can say, I believe it's crap. Shit. Why not?
Because, like, people being blackballed, like, the reason people how it started, now a person not allowed to have a job in the NFL.
No, I'm agreeing with you that it's crap.
Oh, yeah, my bad. So now you're talking about that again, and then now on top of the Dez Bryant, I believe that's what he's saying. I believe, like, Jason Garrett has his boys. You know, they was talking, Frederick was one of them. He's an offensive lineman, the all-pro offensive lineman.
Say that.
So he has his boys too, but on top of that, Dez has his people still in the organization too. How do you think he found out all this information? How you know? Why do you think he's calling him Snake Lee? Of course he went there and probably sit there and try to use the influence to get Dez up out of here. Yeah. But and then on top of that, I think Jason Witten used to do it too. But however, when Jason Witten was doing it, Dez was probably arguably the best receiver in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Now Dez's productivity is decreasing. He's getting older, and then he still think. And then Dez too. He's it's not like he's doing him any favors by learning different parts of the game and route running and doing things different. He still thinks he's a 1A receiver. You're not, fam. Yeah. You lost a couple of steps, Dez. You dropping the ball out, Dez. So on top of that, it's kind of easy to get him out of there, and then with the influence of the team and the coaches and his little pack of his players, whatever. Hell yeah, I believe that. And now all this is being discussed during Dallas training camp. Nobody focused on the season. This is what we talking about now. I don't know what's gonna happen this year, man. It's not a good story.
Now,
it's not a good story.
I know what's gonna happen. It's fine. Like you said with Dez, just two things real quick with Dez. Just the only thing where, like I said, I've agreed and I've said it, before plenty of times that I hate the play calling. It's very vanilla. But Dez dropped a lot of balls too, so it's hard to 100% agree with that. When you had opportunities, you drop balls.
Yep.
Now, again, I just want to reiterate, like you said, with Sean Lee and Fredericks and Garrett, this is, and it's just keeping it too real, this is just the racial dynamic we have sometime in teams is, of course, if the coach is white, of course, his guys are usually going to be white.
Yep.
Really, and the bigger problem is ownership. That's
Yeah.
the ultimate problem is if the ownership's white, of course, his friends are going to be white, and then yada, yada, yada. And like I said, the cultures of how we move in the workplace is different as far as no snitching, and then as far as, well, I'm just telling what's good for the team. So there's always going to be that head bump. And so like you said, with Witten and Fredericks and things like that, there's always going to be that dynamic. That's why we need more diversity.
And then you see on top of that, Dez got at Jerry too. He was like, nah, it's not the son. It's Jerry. It's Jerry's old ass who's sitting there fucking all this up, man.
No, I think he said, I didn't know how to take that, to be honest, that quote. He said Jerry was the only one clueless. So I didn't know if that was a knock or him saying Jerry was like clueless to what's going on.
Nah, who's running the show? Jerry. He clueless.
But the only reason why I say,
about
because Jerry was his guy. And throughout the whole time, he always said, even after the cut, he always said Jerry was his guy. Fuck all of them over there. Jerry's my guy. So that's, I don't know. You might be right, but I didn't know how
At
to.
this point,
I read it back and forth, and I'm not sure what he meant by
right
Jerry
now,
was
Dad
clueless.
should be on the show because he's keeping it too real right now. Like, of course, he's gonna sit there and say Jerry's his guy. He's still getting paid. He was still on the team, cutting that check. But now he's out of there.
Now, even after being
That's
out of
corrupt.
there, when he was still on his rents, he was saying Jerry was his guy. Because, Jerry, and they was, saying that's what took it so long, because they had to finesse Jerry to okay it. But one last point I just want to make about the Cowboys. You seeing all this hoopla about the wide receiver group, and we don't know about. This is what
cares?
this is what I got to school y'all again about football. Just look at the last couple Super Bowl winners. Tell me who had a great big name wide receiver group.
Zeke.
Not the Patriots.
As long as
not
Zeke,
the Seahawks.
As long as Zeke is still there getting them.
I'm glad you know.
5 yards
Oh, yeah, I'm
first
glad you
down,
know.
and then Dak got to throw
Oh, yeah, I'm
on
glad you
31,
know.
32. It does not matter who's gonna be at that receiver.
So
And
it really doesn't. And just in football, it's just all about it's about schemes
and they all
everything
pros
like
at the
that.
end of the day. So somebody's gonna shine. Somebody's gonna step up to the plate and then become a number one receiver.
It's like I've been saying. Dak is Brady. He's gonna be the next Brady.
It's gonna be a nice little core thing.
He's gonna be the next Brady, and so like Brady's never had big name wide receiver cores. So Dak is it's just gonna be the same thing like that. We passing the who's open, things like that.
It didn't matter who Brady lost. The show kept on rolling.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be with Dak. That's why we had to get rid of
How
Dez.
is it like that? As soon as Zeke went out last year, Zach went in that.
You keep saying
He
just
went
Zeke.
right in
Who
the
else went
tank.
out? Our left tackle went out.
All right then.
Our best player on defense went out. They was all out at the same time. Our kicker went out. So it's not just one person who went out. That's
when
it,
Zeke went out, that's when things got real bad.
Zeke and the left tackle. No, the left tackle went, and then the guy who had 6 sacks in one game.
He ain't go 3 games after Zeke.
What?
He ain't on the left tackle. What's wrong? He ain't go.
No, he was right away. They was all out the same time. Zeke, Zeke, Sean Lee, and Dan Bailey was all out at the same time, and I think Scandrick was out at the same. But
did you say Dan Bailey? I know Dan Bailey. That's my kicker in fantasy.
Yeah, the best kicker in the NFL. We was missing field goals too. You look it up. We was missing field goals too.
What the kicker is the reason why Dez is stunk it up. We can't do that. You can't tell me the kicker is the reason why, or the part of the reason why Dez stunk it up.
I'm trying to think what game it was. It might have been. It might have been the Packers, but you miss a big field goal, and that just demoralizes the rest of the game when they could just lift the rest of the game.
Dak numbers dropped across the board. Across the board.
Dak what? Numbers dropped across. He was still 4th in QBR. What you want?
It dropped.
He dropped from 3.
His numbers dropped.
He dropped from 3. All right, but you know what I want to talk about? I want to ask you about. I don't even want to ask you. I'm about to tell you about something. Don't get your hopes up with Saquon Barkley.
Why not?
New York Giants fans, I'm here. Now, I don't know why I keep helping you Giant fans.
Why not?
I tried to tell y'all get rid of Odell. He's not going to win. He's just going to be, a nice show. I tried to tell you get rid of Eli long time ago. It's over.
Hall of Famer.
That's where, for some reason, loyalty. I don't know. Giants is loyal.
I don't got no loyalty. Like, well,
Giants is loyal. That's in that franchise with Eli. I wouldn't pay him $1.
So we get rid of Eli and what? Have Davis Webb?
Anybody. He's not gonna win. I'll pay anybody. I don't care.
Give Eli some protection. He'll be just fine.
But back though, I don't know what that mean. That mean anything?
He'll be
My fault.
absolutely fine. Saquon's gonna he's not, like, I'm not worried about him getting caught up in the hoopla and the New York media.
He's just not that good.
He is good. What?
See, now the problem is, all right. See, the problem with Saquon, right, is
he is that good. It's a deep running back class. He is that good.
No, what happens is the last couple of years, now it's fashionable to have a running back again, right?
Yeah,
so starting from, of course, Ezekiel Elliott made it the boom, but the Todd Gurley, the Leonard Fournette, and down to even the Le'Veon Bell. So now people are grabbing these running backs ASAP. But he's not going to be those backs. I promise you.
What?
He's not going to be those backs.
He catches out the backfield as well. He's not just sitting there running the ball either.
See, the problem is
between the tackles too. He's
not.
overall,
He don't
man.
like. He doesn't like to get hit. He shies away from contact, so he's not a contact back. He does
play yet. How you ain't like the reason he shot away from contact?
That's how he was in college.
College is totally different from NFL, man.
And the NFL, them boys is hitting for real. College, then you could be a running back and exploit a lot of them defensive ends. You can't do that in the NFL.
He comes from a good foundation. His family plays sports.
That's cool. They not on the field.
His uncles come from, I think it was a WC welterweight champion or some boxing champion.
Yeah, that's cool. He not boxing.
So he comes from a good foundation. And he knows what it is. I don't think he's gonna let the hoopla get hype. Everybody's hype at the training camp. Fans screaming at him. Clapping names, his jerseys outselling everybody. I don't think that's gonna get to his head. I think he's still gonna be sitting here learning, and he's gonna do what he do and watch what happens. The Giants gonna be a great team this year, man.
All right. So Saquon Barkley, one of my deep stats that just proves to me. I already felt from my eye test looking at him, he doesn't like contact and things like that. But one of the stats I seen during the draft was he was second to last, 57th out of 58th. On when he gets contact from the backfield, losing yards. So he's not. One thing that I love about Zeke is never going to lose a yard. And if you get him at the line, the most he's going to do is fall forward and just get right back to the line of scrimmage. But he's not. Now Saquon, which I'm about to learn is he's a big play back. He's a big play back, but he's not an every down back. He's not that guy. He looks nice in the gym and all that pause, but it's not going to translate to the field because his mentality as a back is not that sound.
Well, we do have Jonathan Stewart there to help to ease that in and help him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You do have that.
Man, that's cool. Just don't think he's Zeke. Don't think he's Todd Gurley.
Nobody said nobody's talking about Zeke or Gurley. No, they are completely different running backs than what Saquon Barkley is. Nobody's talking about that at all.
Well, y'all gave him $31 million guaranteed. I hope he's Zeke and Barkley the way y'all paid him.
That's what the market is. He's second pick of the draft. Yeah, you got to pay the man. He'll be fine. He'll be just fine. Offensive line improve. Odell is back, just like you said. We got young Sterling. We got my boy. We got playmakers out there. Pat Shermer out there with the head coaches. We got the defensive. We got the Pat Shermer.
I know. I'm just saying. Pat Shermer ain't no winner.
He'll be a winner this year. He'll be winning his tenure with the New York Giants. We gonna shock the world. We gonna shock the world, baby. We gonna call this year the Cassius Clay year. We gonna call this the Cassius versus Sonny Liston year. Shook up the world, baby. Watch this. From 3 to what was 3-12 last year, 4-12.
Nasty.
Playoffs.
It's nasty.
14-2 to watch.
14-2.
Ooh, that defense is still pretty damn good.
Y'all play us twice.
That defense, man. And then you already know our defensive coordinator, who he is. He's the Sean McVay. It's crazy I forgot his name. I can't think of his name right now. I'm going blank right now. But he's the Sean McVay of the defense, the young new defensive guy, ready to put a stamp in the NFL, mark his territory. Yo, I can't wait.
And with all that, y'all still got Eli, yo.
And you know it, the future Hall of Famer. Give him some time. Eli gonna have 0.5 more seconds in the pocket. And watch this. Watch this.
Never, man.
Watch this.
Well, 23. The great MJ, man. You about to go to the day John and all that?
Yeah, we in there, man. D. Schmoes, man. D. Boogie birthday. We in there, man.
I'm about to watch the Big 3 on DVR.
Yeah, please watch that old screen.
Oh yeah. You said hopefully wrong. I'll get into it right, so I gotta check that out.
ASAP, man.
Oh man, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Yo, football is really almost here. It's
Right,
crazy,
shit,
man.
man.
You know, I
Shit.
just be killing them with the.
Yo, who's the
exclusive.
Hard Knocks and shit?
Browns.
Yeah, actually, that's type of it. Yeah, we can do that.
They better. The Browns don't make the mistake of making Baker Mayfield the starter. Tyrod Taylor better start. I'm
Nah,
telling you.
he gonna start.
Nah, they gonna go with Baker. They gonna make the mistake, but they should start Tyrod Taylor. But they gonna make the mistake and start Baker. Watch.
Nah, I don't think he gonna start at all this year.
They gonna do it. Yeah.
We saw Tyrod get hurt, which he probably will with his little ass.
They drafted him too high, so that's how they gonna justify it. But Tyrod has always been a winner to me.
Yeah,
Great quarterback,
absolutely.
and he don't get the chance that he should. But they got the Hard Knocks out. Josh Gordon, man, sheesh. I don't know what's up, man.
I know if he's available in fantasy, he getting picked up. You already know. Peace.